Husband's cold revenge on his cheating wife left everyone silent. The music was too loud. Laughter spilled through the golden chandeliers, clinking glasses, the smell of expensive wine. All of it felt distant. I stood near the edge of the ballroom, watching her. My wife, Lena. She was radiant under the lights, her red dress sculpted to perfection, her laughter deliberate, intoxicating. The perfect hostess, the perfect liar. Our 10th anniversary. A decade of marriage, or at least that's what everyone here believed we were celebrating. I lifted my glass, staring at the liquid reflection of her face. It shimmered with deceit. She had no idea what was coming. People think revenge is a burst of fire, loud, chaotic, destructive. They're wrong. True revenge is silence, calculated, cold. It waits for the perfect moment, then strikes without mercy. And tonight, I was done waiting. It started 3 months ago. A message, one I wasn't supposed to see. Her phone buzzed while she was in the shower, a preview flashing across the screen. Last night was worth every risk. I froze. My chest hollowed out, but my hands stayed still. I didn't unlock it. I didn't confront her. I just watched. That's the thing about betrayal. It doesn't kill you all at once. It dissolves you quietly, piece by piece, until you become something else. I started noticing things. The late-night meetings, the sudden interest in fitness, the perfume that lingered long after she came home from work. And then, the worst one. A name I didn't recognize on her bank statements. Expensive dinners charged to Elliot's Bistro. I played the fool perfectly, smiled at her stories, kissed her cheek, and told her I loved her. Inside, I was dissecting every word she said. When you're betrayed, you stop reacting. You start studying. I became a shadow in my own marriage. I checked her GPS history. I tracked her work calendar. I even installed a camera in the garage, hidden behind the motion sensor. The first recording came on a Tuesday. She drove home early. He was already waiting. Tall, confident, wearing the same arrogance I once mistook for charm in myself. She kissed him in the car, slowly, like it wasn't the first time. That moment, it didn't break me. It clarified me. There's a strange calm that comes after you've seen the worst, the kind of silence that makes you dangerous. I didn't storm out, didn't scream. I just downloaded the footage, backed it up to multiple drives, saved the date. Then I began planning. Every detail mattered: timing, witnesses, delivery. If I was going to destroy the illusion, I wanted it to collapse spectacularly. She had planned this anniversary party herself, invited all our friends, family, even her coworkers. The perfect stage. I smiled at the thought. She'd given me the audience. I'd give her the show. The night before the party, I went to my office and printed everything. Screenshots, bank receipts, photos. A slow, deliberate compilation of truth. In the center of it all, the video still. Her in his arms, his hand on her waist, her head tilted back, eyes closed in pleasure. I slid everything into a sleek black envelope. Heavy, final. That night, she curled up beside me in bed, humming softly. "I can't wait for tomorrow," she whispered. "You'll love what I planned." I almost laughed. The irony was exquisite. "Me too," I said, my voice steady, my heart empty. The party was in full swing, cameras flashing, guests smiling, the kind of evening meant to be remembered. I stood near the stage, glass in hand, while Lena mingled like a queen. Perfect posture, practiced warmth, false pride. When it was time for speeches, she took the microphone first. Her voice trembled with rehearsed emotion. "To my amazing husband," she said, glancing at me, "thank you for loving me even when I don't deserve it." You have no idea how true that is, I thought. When she finished, polite applause filled the room. Then it was my turn. I walked to the microphone. My heart wasn't racing. It was still, like the eye of a storm. 10 years, I began. They say time reveals everything, the truth especially. A few chuckles, a few curious glances. I gestured toward the large projector behind me. Tonight, instead of just talking about memories, I thought I'd show some. The screen flickered to life. Photos from our wedding, our vacations, our smiles. Then the tone shifted. The next image appeared, grainy security footage, the garage, the kiss. A ripple went through the room. Lena's laughter died in her throat, her face drained of color. I didn't look at her, I just kept talking, calm, precise, surgical. "That's my wife," I said softly, "with her coworker, Daniel, the man she's been meeting for the past 6 months." Gasps, a woman's hand over her mouth. Someone dropped a glass. Lena stumbled forward, eyes wide. "Mark, please." I held up a hand. The gestures silenced her completely. "This isn't about humiliation," I said. "It's about truth, about not pretending anymore." Her coworkers shifted uncomfortably. Her parents looked frozen. "I didn't make a scene when I found out," I continued. "I waited. Because love, real love, deserves closure." I placed the envelope on the table beside her. Inside are copies of everything, for the lawyers. The room was dead silent. The only sound was her shallow, broken breathing. I stepped back, straightened my jacket, and said the last words I'd ever speak to her in public. "I forgive you," I said, "but I'll never respect you again." Then I walked out. People followed me with their eyes, whispers chasing behind like ghosts. But I didn't look back. Outside, the night was quiet. The cool air hit my face like absolution. I drove home alone. The house I'd bought, the life I'd built, all of it now reduced to rubble. But the strange thing was, I didn't feel ruined. I felt clean. The rage, the pain, the humiliation, they'd all burned away, leaving only clarity. Betrayal doesn't end you. It defines you. It teaches you who you are when everything false is stripped away. When I reached home, I poured myself a drink and sat in the dark. My phone buzzed. Dozens of missed calls, messages, her name flashing over and over. I deleted them all. That night, I slept deeply for the first time in months. The next morning, the story had already spread. Someone had recorded the video, the full revelation, the stunned silence, her face collapsing under the weight of her own lies. It went viral in hours. Thousands of strangers cheering the man who refused to scream. But I didn't care about the noise. The only thing that mattered was the silence I'd earned. The silence after the storm. The silence of truth. And when she showed up days later, crying at my doorstep, begging for forgiveness, I didn't open the door. Because forgiveness isn't mercy, it's release. And I was finally free.
How could you do this?